Looks like I'm back now. Robbie's not here, so he had to take care of something. So I guess I'm taking over.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm not one that watches a lot of TV. So I don't listen to the news. I don't know. I don't like the negative stuff, you know. So
me either.
Yeah, I've got enough negative around me. I just play my music and do what I need to do. That's how I deal with it. So, what's new?
Everybody deals with it in their own way.
Say that again?
Say again?
I don't know. I'm hearing different. All right.
Yeah, what kind of technical difficulties?
Yes, hey, Robbie, I thought you had to take care of something.
Yeah, I did. I had to cut a meatloaf. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, great. TMI.
All right.
See, that's what I have to deal with.
But I didn't fall in this time. And I got a question. Somebody can answer. I mentioned this, I think, third or fourth week of my programming. Who killed JFK? Who actually did the deadly shot? If you can tell me that, $25 gift card, 727-441-3000. Call in right now, 727-441-3000. Who killed JFK? I know the facts. They scrubbed what RFK Jr. told you a couple years back, the truth, and that is scrubbed. You can't find it on the internet, but I know the answer. You tell me what it is. I'll see you in a minute, Cheryl.
I know the answer. Does that mean I get $25? I could use it for gas. No. Yeah. So, Greg, do you know?
I think I know, but we'll give the callers a chance.
Oh yeah, I'm all for it. See if anybody can.
So,
they can.
What else is going on in Florida other than the great governor taking care of business?
Well, you know, as long as he takes care of other things too, like homeless and seniors, I'm a big supporter, advocate for them. So it's just sad how some of our seniors are homeless. Well, that to me, I don't.
He's a veteran himself, so I don't think he'd overlook them.
I hope not. It's just sad when you see your grandparents, you know, out on the streets because rent went up and their pay did not.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. And there's like a 3-year wait list or something for them to find housing for them. So, I don't know. Some things that need to be fixed still. Exactly. And they have too much pride to go stay with their kids, you know, and I get that. It's hard living with your kids as adults.
Well, that's because we have a current government that's more interested in other people's borders and not concerned at all about the American people and what they need.
Well,
for the money we've spent on all these other things, Lahaina could be rebuilt, but they don't care about them Hawaiians. They want to put a hotel. But you know, there's so many things going on right now that are being ignored by our government. while their concerns are elsewhere. They don't care about the American people. Not at all.
Well, it's pretty sad when, a senior comes up and says, I don't think they want us here anymore. I mean, that to me, it's crazy for them to even feel that way.
Well, they don't.
I know.
They don't. That's the whole problem. They don't want us. When they keep talking about this green energy and we have this huge climate crisis, they're calling it now, a climate emergency. The carbon that they want to eliminate is you and me. And anybody who disagrees with that has got to go.
Yeah.
Too much consuming going on down there.
That's why I don't watch TV.
We need to eliminate. You like that, Hungry? No, sorry about that. No, I had to take my little respite there, and I wanted Cheryl to get a chance. Or Sissy. Officially, it's Sissy. It's not. I got to stop calling her Cheryl. No, this is her gig, and she's part of it. Part of what I call the gang. It's Grigard, the Barbarian, and Robbie the Shark, and the gang. And the gang would be, of course, the beautiful Erin Biscuit and Sissy. And now we have Juan from, he's Norwegian, right? Come on, Juan, laugh. I'm teasing, obviously. Juan, he's not
nice.
Norwegian.
Just don't be nice.
I'm teasing you. Oh, by the way, I want to let everybody know we got one more Wednesday night next week, and then we're moving to Thursday nights. Yeah, it's a better spot. There's a neat program before us. It's called Stand Up Something News. I can't remember the name of it. I don't feel like looking it up right now.
We made it over the hump.
We made it over the hump, yeah. Which is funny, though, because one of my pseudonyms on Facebook is Stan, last name DUPP, Stand Up.
Wow.
And here I'm going to follow a program called Stand Up News.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's just ironic. You can't make it up. And Jimbo was right. I should write a book. Definite trip. Total trip.
Okay, you promised.
What promise?
We're going to
what?
talk about the new rules.
The new rules in football. Let's start with the easy one. The new kickoff. Anybody know what the new rule is? I'm not.
They're going to kick off from the end zone?
No, instead of and I do like that there is. I'm sorry, I talked over you. No, I like the fact that they're
I
changing
said they
it.
should kick off from the end zone.
Well, they should kick off from further back instead of further forward. I agree with that 100%. So you get a run back. But like 95% of the kickoffs go out of the back of the end zone unless you're trying to create a play where you're hoping for a fumble. So you kick it short. So he has to run it back. But now they're going to do like the USFL did or whatever, a rule where they both line up at the 40-yard line on the kicking team side of the field. That's the way I understand it. I could be corrected, and I'm sure I will be.
At the 40?
At their own, 40, and they're like 5 yards apart. Where they're not even going to hit each other. You're not even going to try to hit the kicker, because the ball becomes in play once it hits the ground, first bounce, and then the runner, he catches it, dribbles it, fumble, blah, 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 run. That could wind up being a little exciting. I don't know. I still don't like it. I think I always think the sissy rule with the fair catch. Boom. I like the days when you got blasted, man. You're going to catch that ball and you're going to pay for it. That made you a real man, a real football player. But that was ridiculous. And you had to get that rule in there. That one I agree with.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it or
The
not.
players' union has a lot to do with some of this stuff. They're trying to create a safe workplace.
No, that's what's
And
weird.
there's
The
nothing
next
safe
rule I'm
about
going to talk
football.
about. The next rule I'm going to talk about. This one is absolutely ridiculous. And the NFLPA, the Players Association, and I'm going to redirect and call them what they are. Remember, as I said before, many, 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 many times when we talk about football, It's for entertainment purposes only, because if you look up the NFL, they are an entertainment broadcasting system. They are not a sports programming, which means they have the same rights as the WWF and WWE. They can control the outcome of the game. Okay, enough said about that. I had to put my disclaimer in there in case my lawyers get mad, and maybe YouTube will shut me down again. You weren't able to see me on YouTube last week because they shut me down because we mentioned something that I was already admonished for
But we
a
were
month and a
playing
half
both
ago.
sides.
We played both sides and we were fair, but they still shut it down. And I'm really ticked about that. Matter of fact, we listen to the program here at WTAN. I mean, if you go to the website, WTAN 10 Talk Radio Network, programming, click on It's All Groovy. You can't see me, but you can hear me, and that's probably better because looking at me might make you sick. So you don't want to do that.
Gosh.
But you can also go to YouTube and WTN, It's All Groovy, and actually watch us here in the studio, which is fun because then you get to see Sissy. Camera's not on our good friend back here, Juan. I can't call him that yet because we don't know each other. It's only the second time we met, and I think we're going to become good friends. It's going to be groovy. It's really, we miss Matt. I got to say that again. I miss Matt.
Oh, yeah.
But again, I get to digress. We're going back to the football. Now, this is the big rule.
Yes, big rule.
This is the biggest rule ever. I've been telling you now for how many years it's scripted. And last season proved it a fact. I went 15 years, 72% correct against the bookie, and I lost last year. I didn't lose money because I don't bet money, but anybody that listened to me, they lost a lot of money. And I apologize for that, but I always did give it a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only, to make it fun. But now what they got, did you check? You have no idea how hungry you are. Clear?
He's looking it up.
Say again?
He's looking up. Say it again. What are you doing? You cutting the meatloaf too?
Oh no, you was rambling on and on and on without saying anything.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. I
was waiting for you to get to the point. What is the
I
new
know. I
role?
was going to say that. How was it growing up? You're like, just get there.
I am highly medicated, people. That's the fact. That's just the way it is. What you're dealing with is... I'm a good person, but I'm not right. Everybody should know that. But I am right about a lot of things. But what they're doing is if you grab, and I thought it was when I first read it, but I did more research on it past couple days. When you grab as a tackler, your opponent with the ball running, and if you grab him with two hands around the waist and you roll your hips, take him to the ground, and land on his legs, is a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, personal foul.
What?
Did I stutter?
Yeah.
You got to visualize that.
Couple times actually, but
It's like you're grabbing your old lady and throwing her down, right? Okay? You're going to grab her by the hips, you're going to twirl your hips around, and her's going with you. That's
like
how you
flying
make a
football.
tackle, man. You grab them hips, you throw them down. You do like Jack Lambert in the old day. You grab them by the shoulders and throw them to the ground. You cannot,
So
and you could
somehow-
do it with one hand too, and that still could be a penalty.
So you can't touch their hip, basically.
You can, but way I'm understanding the rule, from what research I've done, is you can, but if you twist your body, now people that can see me, and I'm going to stand up, and maybe I can explain that I stand up, because if you're a good radio host, you can make people visualize by the word.
It's just
I grab
tackling
you by
from
the hips.
behind.
Talk into the talk.
Okay, I grab you by the hips, okay?
Right.
And here I am coming at you. I grab you by the hips. Now I roll, you're to my left. I roll to my right with my right knee, and I'm rolling over to jack you down. And you're going to wind up on your back, and my body is going to wind up on your legs.
Right. Well, that's just motion.
That's tackling.
Right.
That's football.
You can't stop motion.
Well, what does that allow the
Is
NFL to
this
do?
tackling from behind or
It
forward?
doesn't
There
matter
was
from the
always
front, back,
hit and
side.
wrap.
Does not matter.
Huh.
Does not matter. You're not
If
permitted to tackle that way.
I land on your leg, it's a 15-yard penalty.
if you twist your body as you're tackling him.
So they got to slow it down to see how
No,
each tackle
well,
was
it leaves
made.
it totally at the discretion of the referee with his microphone in his headset and New York telling you, is that a penalty or not?
That's crazy.
So here we go. DFNFL, DraftKings FanDuel NFL, also known as the WWE, Worldwide Wrestling, or whatever that is called. I don't know. I don't watch wrestling.
I
My
don't
goofy son did. I don't like that crap. And Michael Devonic up there, Les White, and I know you're listening. You watch it. Call in, Michael. Anybody call in. We're just sitting on the front porch BS and having a drink. And the number is 727-441-3000. Give us a holler, man. We hear somebody else besides my loud mouth. Well, thank you for giggling there, and I appreciate that. I know I'm going to hell.
That's funny.
Hey, I want to mention something, though.
How are you supposed to tackle somebody without falling on them?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It sounds like a whole lot of penalties.
At the discretion of the referee. And I'm not going to say New York. It's Vegas. Come on, let's kid. And it's all about the dollar. But also what it's leading to. Get ready, man. You just saw it last year. Wasn't that so exciting? The Pro Bowl. Flag football, man, it was so exciting. That was so exciting.
Flag football, I didn't get to see
That
it.
was so exciting. Wow. I mean, them guys having so much fun. And wow, it was just, holy cow. I'd pay at least $100 a ticket to see that. Maybe 1,000. I don't know. That's what's coming to your DFNFL. You heard it here first.
Oh yeah, they're pushing that hard.
That's crazy.
They want to switch to flag football.
But that's not football.
Exactly. You going to be a gladiator, or are you going to be a?
Where you make millions.
Are you going to be a geek from Big Bang Theory? You know, you can't even.
I'm going to become a rugby fan and see real athletes putting it on the line.
Right.
Have you ever watched that, Grigor?
Yeah, rugby's nuts. Those guys are awesome.
Oh, I watched the championship last year, and it was the runner-up going to the championship, and then I missed it, the championship. I don't know. I think I was watching stupid NFL, and no, I watched that. I guess will be the runner-up or whatever, and man, that was exciting. Those guys are nuts. They don't wear no helmets.
Yeah, they play hard.
Just like hockey, though. Hockey's that way, too. Hockey's, I like watching hockey. Hockey's not bad. They get into it. I don't like the fights, but.
The fights are absolutely necessary. You cannot do away with it.
When they
And I
slam
know
each other.
it's being a force as a referee.
Right.
I refereed ice hockey. Funniest thing. I got to get back to doing that. It's so fun. I don't care if I wear glasses. They can tell me I'm blind. I don't care. I might be. But I call the game the same each side.
Mm.
I was actually yelled at. There was a Michigan team. It was a Michigan league. Pittsburgh, Michigan, somewhere in Detroit. I don't know where, but Canada's involved. But, I've refereed those games, and they were, teenagers, seniors in high school. And one of the Pittsburgh coaches says, no, you don't understand. You got to call it this way. You're supposed to be a homer. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, you don't understand. We go up there, man, anything close to illegal, they call on us. And I'm like, I don't do that here, pal. He said, you'll never referee in this ice rink again. I said, I guarantee you won't. I won't. You can't pay me enough. I will never referee another game here that you coach, because I call the game fair. That's what makes it fun. When it's fair, and see what happens though when you're out there as a referee. No, I don't want to get. He's not ready to believe me yet. He doesn't understand that. But poop occurs. Okay, let's put
Oh
it
my
that
gosh.
way. It occurs, and the ref
Is this
does
just a guy thing?
no, and the ref does miss. You miss a call, but you know it happened, but you didn't see it, so you can't call it.
Right.
And boom, and then it happens again, but the other player's retaliating, and you might have even saw that and said, I'll let it go because I know he's retaliating. Boom, it's behind the play, didn't affect the play, I'll let you go. And the next thing you know, whack.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like, hey, ref, if you're not going to put one of us in jail in the sin bin, we're
Right.
both going to the sin bin. I'm taking him out. And that does actually wake up the ref a little bit too, because we don't like fights. At least I don't. Some of us, I imagine, do. I hate fights in the game. I hate it. You can try to keep them from fighting. You know how this ding dong calls a game. They called me Sarge back then. That's when I had the flat top. Yeah, that's curly hair hippie. That was fun. I need to get back into it though. That was a lot of fun in my life. I really enjoyed that. I did a little bit down here, but I didn't referee. I just went skating. And when I did skate, there was an instructor teaching a chick. What do you call that? Olympic type stuff going on. Where's that at the Olympics this year? Isn't that just coming up real soon?
I think so. In summer, right?
I think, yeah, I just saw something about that the other day. But anyways, I'm skating and I fell down. I was embarrassed because the instructor was kind of cute, and I'm divorced and happy and living in Florida. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll try to impress her. And then I fall down. Yeah.
That's one way.
And what she says to me though, she says, well, what are you all red-faced about? And I says, because I fell. She says, well, if you don't fall, you're not skating hard enough. And it was kind of groovy. Nothing ever happened, but I felt comfortable after that. And remember, yeah, you're right. You're practicing. You're just out here doing laps, honing your skills. You're going to fall down. If you're not working hard enough. And that goes with everything in life, too. Everybody should remember that. If you don't fall down occasionally, you don't learn nothing.
True. Got to experience it.
Man, you got to get hurt. I did want to mention something, though. The Veterans Heat Factory, healing one hero at a time, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, the invisible wound. Nobody sees it. Why? Because we lie and we say life is beautiful, but it's not necessarily the truth. Founder CEO Gus at veteransheatfactory.com, cell phone 552-650-1512. He'll give you assistance, training, help you get everything you need. If you're a veteran in trouble, please give it a holler. Excuse me, I got a cough.
See, that's good.
Holy cow. That's a juniper.
Civilians can call too, though. I mean, they can call 211 or.
Oh, yeah, they need help. Yeah. Civilians available.
Call in.
This is specifically for vets because I know the VA tends to ignore us. That's why I do that too, because they do. The VA, if you don't press the issue, you got to fight a little bit, and that
Be the
stinks.
squeaky
But,
wheel.
I mean, I already fought enough for you. I got to fight for more. But anyways, I digress. I totally digress. Where did I want to go next? We were talking about football, and I got lost on myself there.
Yeah, I'm just.
Come on, Gregor, bring something up. You know
Thinking
what?
about
Let's get back.
football.
You've been too quiet. What's going on in your life?
I thought you had some spooky predictions.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I said I thought you had some spooky predictions.
Oh, yeah. We ain't gonna have much time to talk about all of that. I'm gonna save part of that, but I'm gonna tell you what. The lunar eclipse happened. The bridge crashed. Easter's coming. Good Friday's coming.
That when we have the April 8th is when
That
the
is
lunar,
a week after Easter Monday.
Mhm.
Easter Monday,
That is correct. And
the solar eclipse.
do you know what that is also? Just happens to be the end of Ramadan. And Ramadan, Islam claims themselves to be the religion of peace, which you can tell my voice, I know what my feelings are, but I'm not going to state one way or the other. I'm going to let that go. But this is their time of atonement when they just, group back and they're supposed to be sorry about whatever did bad, and it ends the 8th. So Ramadan is over starting the 9th, the next day. And as we talked last week with, was that Crystal, right?
Yep.
And this is a fact. I looked up today too, man. There are Kentucky, Ohio, Texas, and Indiana have declared states of emergency.
On April 8th?
Yeah.
Wow.
National Guard is being called out. State troopers in Oklahoma too. State troopers are going to be called out. Has that ever happened in your lifetime during a total eclipse of the sun? 2017, did that happen? No.
Mm-mm.
But this finishes the Aleph. And like we talked before, it's going through Nineveh, then Salem, and then Indiana. It makes another cross where it comes to the Rapture. And at the exact point is the Rapture, and the name of the street is Salem. Salem means peace. Rapture, you know what that means. So, yeah, you get the chills. Yes. I can't believe I just saw that. Fascinating. No, I'm glad I came in tonight because I avoided that. I've been so focused on that for the last 3 days. I couldn't get my mind off of it. It was really driving me crazy. I actually came in with no notes tonight because I didn't want to write nothing down. That's all I could think about, especially after watching The Passion of the Christ and realize what's going on. And by the way, Sugar Plum, I think that's your birthday. No, you're the 24th, your birthday, Gregor, right?
Yes, sir.
I believe the 22nd.
The 24th.
Did you call him Sugar Plum?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking of saying that. How did you know that?
Because
I was
heard
thinking
you
of
say
saying
that.
that.
Did he say?
I hope I didn't.
You did.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I
You
was
said
thinking about
Sugar
it.
Plum, but that was because you didn't want to say ish.
Okay. Thank you for laughing again there, back in the biscuit, you schmucks. You know what? This word's legal, and I don't care if YouTube hears it and wants to delete it, because they deleted a program a few weeks ago, 14 minutes they took away from us, by the way. But I'm going to say it, Gregor and Aaron, both of you, look it up in the Webster Dictionary. You're jagoffs. You know. Come on. I said in a good way. You know that. I don't know why I felt I had to say that because In's laughing at me, and I did it, and I didn't realize.
So you can tell me to kick him. I'm real close.
Kick me, yeah. And she got her darn rubber boots on. They're gonna hurt.
I got my rain boots on.
It's gonna hurt me. Oh, Sugar Plum, we're running out of time here, man. Hey, this has been.
I just looked that up. There's a picture of you, Robbie the Shark.
Good one.
Oh, I love you, Gregor the Barbarian. You are the best. I love you, man. Hey, we'll work out the kinks next week for the start with Juan. By the way, Juan, I think is staying with me Thursday night. We'll move to the 11th. But we got one more Wednesday night. And our first Thursday night is after the solar eclipse.
Like
and
that's it.
the station might be blowing up. We're gone already.
We just keep going on and on.
Out of time. Love you, all, man.
Sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. After the first full investigative day of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Hamady says while on the ship, they
looked at the damage. We were able to take a look at pier protection. We looked at some of the damage to the containers and certainly the bridge structure.
And Hamady says 56 containers of hazardous material were on that ship, and she saw
some of the hazmat containers were breached. We have seen on the waterway. The federal, state, and local authorities are aware of that.
Recovered from the Patapsco River earlier today, 2 bodies. Authorities believe the other 4 were trapped by bridge debris underwater. As we're trying to reopen the port, CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports.
Secretary Buttigieg says repairs will take time, leaving one of the country's busiest ports shut down and its 8,000 workers in limbo. The ship's bow is said to be resting on the river floor. The Coast Guard will have to refloat the more than 900-foot-long vessel to clear the waterway.
Former Senator and 2000 Vice Presidential nominee Joe Lieberman has died following complications from a fall. He was 82. CBS's Major Garrett says Lieberman became increasingly estranged from Democrats.
A fierce advocate of the Iraq War. 2003, runs for president. 2004, progressive Democrats give him no traction whatsoever. In 2006, he's defeated for re-election by a Democrat, runs as independent, and wins. But in December 2007, he endorses John McCain, completing his estrangement from the Democratic Party. So in that sense, this centrist Democrat finds himself more and more alienated from the Democratic Party until he comes back in the fold in 2016 and 2020, endorsing Hillary Clinton and then Joe Biden.
WWJ's Jeff Gilbert on a Subaru
The
recall.
2020 through 2022 Subaru Outbacks and Legacies have passenger airbags that may not deploy in a crash. A sensor can incorrectly determine a child is in the seat and disable the airbag. That same faulty sensor has also led to recalls at Honda and Toyota.